Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
All in all, he's pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Herbert back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. A beautiful fake. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. First down, and they stick with Eckler. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Eckler will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Eckler again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Herbert, and he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this one is right through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 41.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue. Stroud sets up the play action. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Herbert now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Herbert throwing again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021,
taking it right down Broadway. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Houston. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Texans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute and a half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side complete to Williams. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Again, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Here we go.
Final play of the half. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime
but first,
report.
Let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon God. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these 2 teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Stroud.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Robinson again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play out.
And this time he is in. Bijan Robinson punching it in from a yard away.
And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert. Look at the big man rumble. He's got room to roam. They juked him, and he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. It's Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Back now in Houston. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks out, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he's up to the 47.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Now, I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
They're able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nico Collins, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Robinson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Herbert and the Chargers down 17-15. A minute 8 to go. A field goal would produce a playoff stunner on the road, but this crowd is going to let him hear it here on 1st down. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing Herbert.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. He'll get this to Eckler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead is up to 5. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the attention turns to the Texans, trailing by 5. 23 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's happened to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther